Hey everyone, Chris Kiefer here at SkEye Media, and today I have a little bit of a rant that I want to go on, and it's kind of a prediction, kind of a mission statement, but just off the cuff. I just got off the phone call with a oral surgeon on the East Coast. Fantastic conversation with the marketing director and the office manager, and I feel like I'm getting very passionate about this particular topic of right now there are a lot of marketing companies out there that have been around for 10, 15 years, and their entire process and the processes and the products that they offer people are based on what was 10 years ago. And I was thinking about, like, this company said that they had paid someone to do AdWords for them, some social media stuff, and they hadn't really seen that great of returns on it. And I think the reason that so many businesses and the downfall of many of the marketing companies that are established today is it's going to come from the fact that they have developed their business more or less from approaching it from, we need to sell a number of services to the client, which happens to be an oral surgeon or a dentist or a business, whatever it is, and we're going to make sure that we generate a profit or a margin on each one of these services. So if the website costs us $1, we will sell it for $2, and if the social media service costs us $3, we're going to sell it for $5. And they're focusing on all of these different services that are traditionally were very complex and like hard things to understand or wrap your head around. But I think that the direction that we're moving is that Google is trying to automate things. Facebook is trying to automate the Facebook Ads Manager. Google's trying to eliminate the need for you to do anything else other than say what it is that you want people to buy. You plug in that information, you say how much you want to spend, you push a button, and everything runs itself. And then from the social media side, I feel like this is something that has been driving me crazy for the longest time, and that is, you talk to oral surgeons or to business owners and you ask them about social media, and everyone knows that you're supposed to be on social media, but nobody knows what to do on social media. We all are told that you can generate so many leads with social media, but no one understands how to do that. And so these companies have popped up with the sales pitch of, we will post on your Facebook page 3 times a week, or we will create 2 Instagram posts a week, or we'll create the content, we'll make the graphic, we'll do all this stuff for you because you don't know how to do it. You don't understand the process of social media and how it works, so leave it to us, the experts will handle that. When in reality, what happens when you do that is you've just generated an automated machine that is pumping out the most boring shit you can imagine. And what happens from the user perspective is they see another generic post from this business. They don't engage with it because it's not interesting to them. It's not what they want to see. And then Facebook knows this person did not like this company's content. I am not going to show this company's content to this person anymore. And you have what has happened now with Facebook in particular is you have all these people, like I talked to a business and asked them what they do on Facebook, and they are bragging about the fact that they have 1,000 likes on their Facebook page. And then you ask them, oh, that's awesome. How many likes did you get, or how many comments did you get on your last post? Oh, we didn't. I don't think we got any. It's like, how does 1,000 people that like your page not like the most recent post that you put out? And the reason is because Facebook only cares about keeping users on their platform. And if you're posting content that they don't care about, they're going to continue to show Sally the pictures of the basketball game last weekend because that's what she likes. And they're going to continue to show Johnny the photos of the fishing trip because that's what's interesting to him. And I think that what all this is coming down to is the things that we have known and the way that things have operated in the marketing world are changing drastically. 10 years ago, you didn't have thousands of people graduating with the ability to know how to use a DSLR camera, the Adobe Creative Cloud, and are more versed in social media than 90% of the people that are in the business world right now. So I think potentially, and what I want to figure out as a business, we need to build our business by not approaching it from here's the service we want to offer, this is the profit we want to make, who's going to buy this service from us, and we need to flip that around to the other side where we say these are the businesses that we want to help succeed. What do they need? And what do they genuinely need? So asking that question from, if I, knowing everything that I know about oral surgery, if I, knowing everything that I know about marketing, were an oral surgeon or were a marketing director of this healthcare practice, what would I do and how would I want to operate in order to scale the business? And I think you have to be focusing on creating an internal media company of your business, and you need to start creating content on a regular basis for your social media channels, for YouTube. Start documenting the entire process. The ease to create content is this massive opportunity that does not make sense with traditional business marketing models. It doesn't make sense to hire a company to make all of the social media posts for your office. You need to hire the recent graduate who can come down and sit in your office and produce content around the clock for your business. You need to hire somebody who can go to the dinner party that you had with your staff and document that, or when you went and volunteered at the local homeless shelter. Like, somebody needs to be following you around in your office, on your payroll, creating content about what your business is doing. And then the other thing is the business that we want to create is going to be established by, what does this business really need? How, if I was them, would I deploy this service? And then I have to figure out what's the actual business that I'm in. So maybe instead of trying to sell AdWords to people, we're selling a subscription to the healthcare social media academy or whatever that is training the staff that we are helping them hire for their business. Or it's completely rethinking the approach to marketing and trying to allow more of those things to be brought in-house, because I'm betting on automation, and I'm betting on more and more things that we think are too complicated or someone wouldn't be able to understand. Robots are just going to do all that stuff. That's going to be completely taken over by the processes that Google and Facebook and other major companies are working on. And what we need to start focusing on is deploying and assisting those companies in getting the resources that they need in-house to grow their businesses effectively. And so that's what I want to build a company around. I want to build a company around what makes sense for businesses, not what makes sense for us, and then see if someone wants to participate in that. I'm looking for companies that want to learn everything that we know about marketing and then take that in-house and make their own flavor of that. You don't need more templated websites. I feel like there's so many oral surgeons out there right now, or just doctors in general, that are way behind the times. They're focused on, is our phone number on our website, or is the address or the URL working? And they're completely forgetting, like, that's not even something that you should really be thinking about right now, because that's assumed. What you need to be focusing on now is, how are you going to get more people to know and see about your practice, and how are you differentiating your brand from the 100 other people that are in town right next to you who very likely could also be creating this content. So the thing that I'm struggling with right now is basically, what's the model? What's the business that we're in? And what are we actually selling? Because we're a branding and marketing company. We know a lot about those services, and we know a lot about how I would run it if I was in business. But how do you capitalize, and how do you, we need to find out how to make a business around what makes sense today for healthcare companies. And that's what we're going to figure out here at SkEye.